what happened to him though.
See on the mic, we some monsters, chupacabras off the booze and ganja. We stupid proper, we on tilt, so excuse the posture. Plus we ill for real, we can use a doctor. Hey.
I feel like I've been coming here all my life.
Why did you decide to try to lose weight in the first place? Like, what kind of prompt?
Well, unfortunately, it was health reasons.
Okay.
I was getting these bad headaches out of nowhere, and I rushed myself to the emergency, to the ER. Come to find out my blood pressure was like stroke level high, and that shook me like something wrong. And the doctor was like, "Yeah, you need to slow down your sodium, blah blah blah." So when I go to see my primary doctor the next day, he tells me, your blood pressure real high. He prescribed 3 different blood pressure medicines for me. And then they did blood work. So then when I get the blood work results back, he said your A1C is high.
Yeah.
Considered pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh crap. So then I said, you sure? Because I didn't do no fasting for the blood work.
Okay.
He said, okay, so he scheduled me to come back.
Right.
Sure enough, same thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. He gave me a medication that's starting me off, I guess, to help with the pre-diabetic thing. And he said, you need to get on a low-carb diet. I was like, all right, So then, of course, me and you get to talking.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, why don't you do a 30-day challenge?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. He said, I'll do it with you.
Right.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
30 days later, I think when you came in, he was like, how's the challenge going? I'm like, yeah, it's good,
Yeah.
And I think by August, you said, well, I can see that you dropping.
Yeah.
But when I looked at my picture in August, I still was heavy.
Yeah.
And I go back to the doctor. He wanted to see how the medication was. So he gave me more blood work.
Right.
He noticed, he said, you dropped 30 pounds. I said, I did, just from low carb.
So that's
Instead
June,
of me
June
doing
to
low
August.
carb, yeah, from June to August, instead of me doing low carb, I did no carb.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So by me doing no carb, I lost 30 pounds. I went back to the doctor in March for my annual physical. And when I stood on the scale, I didn't want to look at the scale.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's going to frustrate me if it's like 20 pounds or something,
Sure. So we're talking, so how many months now?
We're talking from August to March.
So roughly 7.
That's 6-7 months, something like
Yeah.
that. So I'm sitting there nervous, like I know I'm gonna be pissed off. He said, "Whoa!" He said, "You were 309 in June." He said, "You 215 right now." I was like, "What?"
Wow.
He said, "What you doing?" I said,
6-7
"Man, I
months.
just stopped the carbs."
So where are you at now? So your peak was 309.
Right.
Where are you at now?
And I just weighed myself Tuesday morning. I'm at 195,
That's amazing.
and it's been a year.
So talk your talk. Significant weight loss in only 6 to 7 months. No extra medications, no bariatric surgery.
Right.
You did intermittent fasting and low and no carb diets. Right. And that's how you got this way.
That's how I do it.
That's
with
amazing.
God's mercy and grace.
To the person out there struggling with their weight
Mm-hmm.
that watches and says, "Dang, look at these pictures of B. Look at Brian from less a year ago, and all the weight he lost, and he's adhered to this diet." What do you want to say to them? How do you want to tell them your journey was and why it worked?
Number one, you gotta stay focused. You gotta look at, especially if you have children, and like me, I have children and grandchildren. You want to be there for your grandchild's wedding, college graduation. You ain't gonna be here if your diet is starting to get you sick to the point where you need medication, because it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And it ain't just about how much you eat. You gotta exercise,
Yeah.
walk, and just cut. If you can't cut everything out, at least say half.
Yeah.
Instead of a piece of cake like that, make it like that.
Okay, so smaller portions.
Smaller portions,
And then
portion control, stay encouraged. When you wake up in the morning, you pray that God give you the courage and the energy and the discipline to do it. Before you go to bed, thank Him for everything He did. Stay encouraged, man. You only got one body.
I think it's a great message. Thank you so much for your time, B. Appreciate you guys. Much love to everybody. You guys can all do it as well.